just for the next couple weeks as we get through the holidays, my son is coming in from Hawaii, and so I'm going to, hey guys, going to be spending some time with him. Yes, it's made for kids. Why does it do this now all of a sudden? Save. Okay. Anyway. Yes. All right. So let me see here. All right. I still can't see the comments on YouTube. Weird. Okay, guys. Well, tonight we're going to have some fun. Mom's coming down here in a minute. She's not in place. I'm going to have to fire her. So you guys may know her as Quilt and Camper. She is not just another Instagram fan. It's Mom. Mom's joining us. Well, technically mom-in-law. Here she comes. You look fabulous. Sit down.
Gotta get my ear in here.
My live schedule here. Okay. Woo. I think I got it. Hi, guys. Okay, well, we're going to have some fun today. I hope, well, obviously you saw my announcement. So we're going to do a group project together. And I put a pattern out on our website. And this is what we're making. Little mug rugs or Christmas ornaments. It's the same size. Lisa Meadows, hello. All right. I'm sorry if you're out on YouTube. I can't see your comments again. Oh, wait. What's going on here? Hold on, wait. Is this it? Nope, not send it. Nope, can't do it. I need to figure this out. Oh, she's here. Mom's here. So this is Mom-in-law. And hello, Lee from Australia. Wow, welcome. And Sue Marshall is on. Loved your bobbin tips the other day. Oh, great. Super. And you're welcome for doing the shows. Thank you for watching them. Otherwise, this would be really sad. Lisa says hi.
Oh, hi, Lisa. I get a drink.
Okay, yes, we have some beverages. I apologize if you are on YouTube. I can't see what your comments. This is the second time. I know you can make a comment, and I'll respond to it later after I'm off. But I unfortunately can't see the comments anymore. I'm gonna need my husband to fix this for me. But I'll be home tomorrow for him to do that. So, Bryce, cute little mug rug. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you like it. All right, who else is on that I have to say hi to? I promise we'll get to the good stuff here in a minute. So Carol Smith is on. Hi, Mom. The other mom's on too. And Elaine from Marysville. Hello. Jennifer from Alabama, and Linda's on from Texas. Carolyn Lemaster. Hi, sweetheart. All right, and Nancy's on. Yay. Okay. So what we're going to do, I gave you all of, well, first of all,
What?
say hi.
Hello. I said hi to Lisa. I guess I should say hi.
So tell them how this is kind of all your fault.
I take no responsibility.
This is all your fault.
Just because I taught you how to quilt?
Yes.
Kind
Hey. Bridget says mom-in-law rocks.
Sure, thanks.
Hey, Deb. So back in the day, I met Andy when we were basically kids.
Children.
Yeah.
Small children.
So Andy
is
their youngest son. Yeah, we all were. We were all much younger 30 years ago. 30 years.
Oh, jeez.
And anyway, Andy and I met as kids, and Nancy and Greg had sons. And so they were really excited that a female was hanging around.
I was. Anyway.
Nancy was really excited. A girl! And so anyway, she was always a quilter ever since when did you start quilting?
When we moved to Seattle, my friend Sue Gross looked at me and said I looked like I needed to do something. Oh. So she signed me up for a quilt class.
Your hands in that. Oh. Ray is literally making a gingerbread house just off the camera. So I apologize for that. Super professional here in Arizona.
Yes. That was her project for the time.
That was her project.
So we went to a quilting class, and that was probably 35 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But I had sewn.
Yeah.
I had sewn a lot. And I had some quilts that my aunt had made. And so I was very interested in finishing those.
Mm-hmm. So Mom was really fond of a kind of, I often tell people this, maybe you haven't heard this story.
Maybe not.
That she was really fond of a type of fabric called thimbleberries.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah, and when you're 19, I was 19, and you're looking at fabric and she keeps saying, we should take a class, and I'm like, no thank you. 19, she's, guys know thimbleberries, they're all kind of like dreary
reproduction fabric.
Colors,
Kind of.
So, hello, Robert Graves. Hello from Kirkland. Nice. Normally you'd just be on the other side of the hill. I live on Rose Hill. He's baking Christmas cookies with his brother. That's awesome.
Nice.
Well, Merry Christmas. And Jennifer says, mug rugs are so cute. Jody Carter. Hi, she said, fun little mug rug. It's a free pattern you can download. Anyway, so back in the day, Mom kept saying, we should take a quilting class. And I'm like, wonk, wonk, wonk. Quilting class. No, thank you. At the time, I was really into scrapbooking and paper crafts and that kind of thing. And I just liked all the colors. And anyway, I married Andy in February of 1996. Yes. And then she says, hey,
now that
I signed this up for a quilting class. And I was like, well, crap. Yes, Mom. Because I thought, oh, hey, Christy from the UK, season's greetings. So I thought, well, Mom asks, it's not Nancy, boyfriend's mom, it's mother-in-law asked me to take a quilting class. I better take it. Do you remember that first one we did?
Was it the star? That wasn't the star.
It was the wreath, the snippets wreath. Oh my gosh.
Well, it was colorful.
And it was very seasonal. So we went to this, it was a Quality Sewing in Northgate.
Right.
And it wasn't even like a stitching, it wasn't even a stitching class. You basically took green scraps of fabric and put fusible web on the back of them and snipped them up into little pieces, and then you placed them in kind of a circle wreath pattern. And then you put a bow on it and quilted it. And that was our quilt. She signed us up for. She was very excited about the fact that I was coming with it.
Yes.
And so anyway, it wasn't so much that project that won me over to quilting.
Either of us.
But it was a good first. Ray, you can't put your hand up. Well, you're literally putting your hand in front of the camera.
2 seconds.
Okay. Teenagers. Anyway, when I walked in and was able to see that quilting had like genres, like music did. If you're not a country music fan, if you're not a big band fan, there's something will appeal to you. It's that kind of thing when it came to quilting. And as soon as I realized that there were like big more than thimbleberries, I was done. Hook, line, and sinker.
That's
so
good.
Mom gave me a old Kenmore, her old Kenmore, because you got a new machine.
Of course I did.
Because I didn't have a sewing machine. My mom and my grandmother was a seamstress and sewed, and my mom had a sewing machine, but I didn't have one of my own. So Mom gave me her. Hope you weren't wearing scissors. What? Oh, hey, Karen Lee. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, she finally made it to a live. Yay! Coming out. Missy, my friend in Redmond, where I live, is also making cookies and cutting out for her mug rug. So that's awesome. So anyway, we
mix those things up.
So Mom was really patient with me. I mean, you have to understand, in 1996, there was none of this. Like, we couldn't take a class or see anything really to speak of on the internet was there, but there wasn't any content. There was barely. Remember, none of us knew what a World Wide Web was.
Right.
And so I was Nancy taught for initially, but it really didn't take more than a couple quilts, and I would have the most trouble with
the talent.
Cutting instructions.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she was super patient with me, helped me do the finishing. I wish I had it. One of these days I'll show my very first quilt.
You still have that?
Oh, good, yes. I was really into country cats, that's all I'm going to say. It was
a picture.
It was a cat quilt.
It was a picture quilt.
So anyway, and then I did the second one. Oh, Jeanette says, stirring boiling fudge. Hey, you can make fudge. Will you help me?
Darlene cannot make fudge. I swear.
Hi, Val. How are you? Are you home or are you in North Carolina? Anyway, so we, it was kind of something we shared together, which I thought was kind of fun. And
well, most of these people have seen you and your sister interact together.
My evil twin. Yes.
My favorite quilt class that we took was when we went down to downtown Seattle.
At Undercover Quilts?
At Undercover Quilts, and the two of you were there, and we were making some sort of, I don't remember what they called it, a star that kind of leaned.
Oh, okay.
And it was where you learned
how to
strip piecing.
Yeah, and how to like piece together a whole quilt top one row at a time, but not separating anything.
Exactly.
What did they call that? Someone
I don't know.
Someone called it like a name, and it was really. It's where you literally start linking block to block to block to block, but then row to row connected at the same time. So you build out, and then so you can literally hold it up, and your rows are together, each separate, but then connected with just your connection threads, and then you just start. That was like one of the best classes.
It was a great class, and
yeah,
I'm sure Denise was in that with us.
I'm sure, yes,
because it was wild to say the least.
Well, you can't get Denise and I in the same room and not have fun. I mean, come on.
True.
So anyway, I guess you could really kind of thank all of this to Nancy strong arming me as my mother-in-law, and her and Dad both are essential parts of Featherweight Doctor. We all were here together when things got off the ground, and Mom is a bookkeeper by trade, and so she keeps me straight with the IRS and
we try
and does all the accounting side of things. And then for those of you that don't know, because the business started here in webbing. Thank you, Bruce. I knew there was a name.
Thank you.
Webbing the quilt. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. Their dad is still living here in the valley, and he's coming over to say hi. Oh, there's a lot of curtains in the room. He's gonna come over and say hi. Gotta pop over.
Oh, get on camera.
It's Dad. Hi. So that's Greg, Andy's dad, and he lives here in the Valley of Phoenix, and he does service for a Featherweight Doctor. So if you are living here, even just part-time, like snowbirding or winter visiting, winter visiting, and you need help with your featherweight, then we have a specialty shop here in the Valley, which is super helpful. Because if you're having problems with your little antique stitcher, you really want to get it to someone who is really trained and specialized in this one specific area. I mean, I'm sure Dad would attest, but I can't tell you how many machines have come through my shop with problems, and people were like, I just picked this up from the sewing machine technician, and I'm like, well, not this sewing machine technician, and not that sewing machine technician. So anyway, Linda Wood says, we thank your mother-in-law. She's very special.
I thank you.
She's super special. That's right.
We're going to be making the Girton family pie today. So.
Or new bride pie, as someone called it.
That's how special I am.
Hi, Joanne from Mississippi. Thanks for joining us. So anyway, I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of a history. So, and introduce you to Nancy, because she's pretty special. No, sit down. She's not leaving. She's gonna iron and cut for me.
Which I can do. We do that very well together.
Yes. Oh, Lisa is giving Dad a plug. Lisa Meadows here in the Valley says, he repaired my power cord on one of my machines. What a great job.
Yay.
There you go, Dad. Lisa Meadows is a fan.
Oh, did he leave?
His hearing aids are not. I don't know. What? He says. Lisa Meadows says, thank you that you did a new cording job on her machines. She said, very good job. Okay.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lori. Rockwell, how are you? You here long? I leave tomorrow. I've been here for a week, though. And I'm coming back to the Valley, guys. Yes. So for those of you who are here, located in the Arizona, Phoenix Valley, I am coming back in March. At the end of March for some more classes. I am like super excited. because I'm going to do
too.
another. Yeah, Mom's like, bring her back here as often as you want. We're going to do another featherweight spa day in March. We're going to do another beginning 2-week beginning quilting class, and they're giving me one more day. I am so excited. Oasis, I love them. They are so generous to me. A Quilters Oasis in Mesa, Arizona. The owner, Kathy, is
Awesome.
the best.
Awesome.
So they're going to give me one more date on April 1st, April Fool's Day. I promise it's not a joke. I'm really having a class. We're going to do a Quilt As You Go class, which is going to be very similar if you've joined me online with the Arizona Sky project. Oh, good. Lori says, I'll catch you in March then.
Good,
Yay! You did get my coffee right. Lisa, you were so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so we should probably sew.
Maybe.
Because I could chat all night. So you guys don't want to see that.
So your next one will be sip and chat.
It really should be a sew and sip. But it's a sip and sew. All right. So Ray, are you going to come over here and cut to the lower thing? So I've cut out all of my little pieces, and just like we did for Arizona Sky, I want you guys to print out your paper and lay out your pieces on your pattern, so that way you don't get something messed up. And there is some half square triangles in here. So, okay, Reagan has to sprinkle. That sounded really bad. She's making a gingerbread house.
Before the frosting.
Okay. So I'm just going to start laying out my piece.
Yep.
Mom was nice enough to get all of these pre-cut for me, and I'm even using her fabric.
Yes.
Yeah. So she had honey buns, what was it called?
Honey bun.
No, it was a Christmas.
It was
pattern.
just a Christmas pattern with all these in it.
Yeah, so it had all this in it, so they're already cut to the 1.5-inch strips. Hi, Mel. How you doing, sweetheart? Merry Christmas. Mel is my buddy. She's a retired pediatrician.
Oh.
You're in Mississippi. I know you've been displaced from some of the storms on the Gulf. I think you're in Mississippi.
Oh, really?
You are out. I am out early. What the heck, she says. Yes, because I'm on Arizona time schedule, I can't do my normal time. So I'm glad you were able to catch me. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these out here so that I don't mess anything up. Okay, so this. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing on that camera either.
No.
This. Oh, Mom says no thank you. She's straightening me out already.
Oh.
Here. Uh-oh. Did the iron turn off?
Yes, of course it did.
Nothing ever works. Nancy P. Hello. How you doing, my friend? Lordy. Yes, Mississippi. I cut out all my pieces. Yay. Well, you haven't missed anything because I've been chatting up a storm.
Here. Try those.
Thanks. Where'd this come from?
My spares.
Oh, is it? They're 2.5. These are the 3. I need the 2.5.
I like that one.
But that's cute. Okay, that's the bigger ones.
Is that the little one?
Yeah, it's the little ones. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna start assembling rows first with the half square triangles, and don't be like, I did have to do some trimming. I know my measurements are right, but there's lots of little pieces and seams, and so, we're gonna do the best we can. No one is going to be judging us based on our quality of sewing. Okay, so let's, so I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna take, I think Mom half squared, she did, she's got me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'll turn this on. Can you guys see okay? Yes, you can.
Okay, we're good. I think we're good.
Thanks, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this. Who are you sewing on tonight?
My machine.
Oh, that's what I always tell people.
Lady Di.
You guys, guess what? Okay, so I had a bunch of, I had some 222s, and Mom really wanted one. But Darlene also has to eat and pay the bills. So I found several of them homes, and we were kind of coming down to the last couple. Yeah, and I really wanted her to have one, but I obviously didn't feel right like charging her full retail for one, and so I've actually I've had this machine aside for her for months.
Yes.
And so I got to hand carry this down when I came down last week. And so I get here, and Mom's like, well, she's a 222. This is a 222. She's like, she was born in England, so I need to pick an English name. And so Herb and I sat there for a second. And then I was like, wait a second. We've been watching The Crown.
Yes.
We've been totally binge watching The Crown. It's Lady Diana's season. And I'm like, oh, let's call her Lady Di.
Princess Di.
Princess Di.
Oh,
Lady Di.
Lady Di.
Princess Di.
Oh, Reagan just corrected us. Apparently, we're calling her Princess Di.
Okay.
So the People's Princess is named. The sewing machine is named after the People's Princess. And yeah, that's how she got her name.
Yes.
She was with me.
She's very nice.
Oh, she is a sweet little stitcher. She's a little noisy because Dad hasn't gone through her yet, but he's gonna do that after I leave. I've been running and ragging, both of them.
Since I didn't pay full price, I didn't get it up, clean.
That
and
wasn't why I
maintenance.
just didn't have time.
And boy, it's needed a lot of work.
Oh, please. And I know this one is more than capable.
What am I
I
doing?
need a press. More than capable. She's a 1954 222. Okay, so Ray, can you go lower camera for me? So basically I've just made the first row. You can see I just used the half square triangles on the end of the 3-inch squares. And I'm gonna just flip these over and make another seam to join the middle. And our first row will be done.
I usually start from the other side, and then the machine doesn't bog down.
Get caught on all the thick of the fabric.
Yeah,
And I could have had you
That's
press
your-
it the other way too, but I didn't.
I could have.
Okay, so we need to press that and make sure it's 5.5.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next row. So the 3-inch ones are at the top, and then they get progressively 2.5, 2.
You want this
1.5.
pressed open, right?
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm pressing the center seams open so it kind of reduces the bulk a little bit. Oh, Joanne says, my dream is to own one someday. They are elusive little suckers. I only have the assortment of 222s that I had because I bought a gentleman's entire collection, an 29 machine collection. Of the 29, 14 were 222s. He had very good taste. I mean, honestly, this machine, which is rather stunning, was the ugliest duckling of all of them, and that is not, I mean, no one would think this machine was an ugly duckling, so. The other ones were just like collector quality.
It's like a,
Skating rink, shiny.
it's like a hair over 5.5, but I think
Okay, we'll squish it down.
I could trim it, but I don't want to. For
Oh,
your
you're gonna
sake.
be like that, huh?
Well,
Yes, they are very hard to find, Miss Joanne. Okay, so this goes
I'm just gonna.
like that, and then there's a square in the middle.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter anymore which way those are pressed.
Okay, so this is our low.
You're up.
Oh,
You're
this
up.
is our little 2.5 inch one there.
You're low now.
Okay, thanks. I'm just trimming off the little inside dog ears here. I'm gonna have a whole little pile of
I can get this.
little tiny confetti. Okay, here, Mom.
Thank you.
And then I need a little.
If I just hold the iron right, I'll be fine.
So based on the pattern, I'm gonna add a 1.5 inch green square in the middle of them. I'll show you what this looks like. So I can't remember which one of you ladies had the suggestion to do the mug rugs, but thank you for the suggestion. This was a great idea. The next one is gonna be a scrappy snowball. That's the next one we'll do, probably next week, right before the holiday. So here's the center of our little tree, and then I'm going to add the next one. Hi, Della from Louisiana. Jennifer says, I've only had one I keep my eye on out all the time. Would love to have in the collection. It's on my bucket list. They are, so before meeting this collector guy, I probably have had the ability to even purchase, is it wrong?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
You're just gonna have some bogging down.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like this. I'd probably only even had the opportunity to buy maybe 3 a year. And that's by going overseas, sourcing them overseas and having them shipped in and then doing the motor conversion and all of that fun stuff. So they're elusive. I was probably teaching for 10 years before I even saw one in the wild. So here's our second row, our little tree is a building.
Okay.
Is that yes, my mother-in-law's Festiva Christmas. So there was a whole discussion about this. She wanted Christmas plates and she went looking for Christmas plates, but then she has really nice Festiva wear anyway. And she was like, why don't I just get red and green Festiva wear and then I can use them all year long? And I thought, that's a great idea. So look how pretty they are. She has good taste. Oh, I know. Lisa, I'm glad you were able to get one too, sweetheart. All right. So I will be back after today, back in the Seattle area, and my lives will be back to another hour later. I only was early because it's like smack dab in the middle of dinner time here.
No Monday show. No Monday show.
There's no show on Monday. Thank you, Ray.
Wednesday is the Christmas Eve show.
Oh,
Wednesday, a week from tonight, is our ugly Christmas
sweater.
sip and sew.
So Reagan's early.
Yeah. Reagan has her Christmas sweater on today. And we'll be doing the snowball next week.
Did you mention scant quarter-inch?
Yeah, thank you. No. Make sure you're sewing your seams in a scant quarter-inch. We talked about this a couple of shows ago, so you guys should know what that means. So we're not taking generous seams here. We're doing the smaller 1/4 of an inch ones. Okay. Everybody loves your plates, and Bridget says, I like the Moscow Mule mugs.
That was another story.
All right, so we need two little center things here. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
See if I can stab you.
She stabbed me, guys. Did you see that? I have video proof of it.
I can't do any worse than you do to yourself.
So true. So true. I don't do it on purpose, I promise.
Ruh-roh.
Oh my gosh. I literally was just thinking to myself, oh, am I going to get through this whole thing without running out of bobbin? So for those of you who have a drinking game, drink. I just ran out of bobbin.
Okay.
My gosh. Shoot. Miss-sewing something and running out of bobbin. That is what I just want to, give you guys a demonstration on how to do the bobbin for
Every time.
Yeah, every time. Right? Every time.
Then we can talk about bobbin tension.
We can talk. No, we're not talking about that again. Can only talk about bobbin tension like once a month. Okay. Let's see.
Good luck. Oh, she's winding. I actually had another bobbin filled, but
Oh.
it's not down here. Fill it. please.
You guys know that, like, this doesn't have a stop button, so don't get chatting with your mother-in-law and then,
True.
You'll gunk up your whole bobbin assembly. Not that that's ever happened to me or anything, but.
Thank you for filling that, because I'm using that on my Tula quilt.
Reagan says, sounds like I'm talking from experience. And ripping it out. Yes,
Just
thank
a
you guys.
Just a bit.
Okay. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. Goodness. What foot are you using? I am using my regular 1/4" foot, Carolyn, but I'm setting the raw edges of my seam just on the inside of the foot. That's my scant 1/4". It's basically just a few threads off of the edge of the 1/4" foot on the inside of it. All right, I'm off and running here. Let me just redo this one. Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, we want that open, don't we?
Green. And I'm taking the 1.5 inch, my 1.5 inch squares and putting right sides together. Hi, Miss Mel. This is my first sing along. Thanks for running out of bobbin. You bet, sweetheart. Okay. Okay. On the 4th row, you have these 1.5 square half square triangles on the outer edge. So you basically just take a green 1.5 inch square and a red one, and you put the right sides together, and then you sew the diagonal seam, and when you open it up, you have your 1.5 inch half square triangles. So I'm going to trim these now. I'm just using my scissors to trim my 1/4 inch. You could be more specific or particular with your rotary cutter and your rotary ruler, but really, because it's on the inside of the quilt and no one's going to see it, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Do you care which way this is pressed?
Okay, oh, I got one more here to do. This. Okay.
Oh, let's do this right.
Okay. So this is row 3. Row 3 is
Has
done?
2 of them, yes.
Yes.
Can I move this up for you to help?
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
And then I need 3 little green. Oh, I only have 2 here.
Well, just so happens.
Let me grab another one. Okay, so we're going to put 3. Can you go to the low camera, sweetie? We're going to do 3 little squares with our little 1.5 inch half square triangles that we've already made. So I'm just going to put these together like this. Pauline says, Nancy is a great assistant.
This is what I do when we make quilts together.
Oh, yes. Someone sews, someone presses, and we rip through things very quickly. Okay. So is everybody ready for Christmas? Is all your Christmas shopping done? Lisa Meadows says, here, can you go hi? Lisa Meadows, my buddy here in AZ, says, I want to know if you have a pressing assistant available on your website. I could really use one of those. For a nominal charge, you could have Nancy too, Lisa.
We would laugh too much, I
Yeah.
think.
I don't think you'd get anything. Oh, I broke my thread. Don't think you'd get anything done.
Drink again.
No, I didn't. No, the drinking game is if my bobbin runs out or
Or you have to unsew
or I
it.
have to unsew something.
Ah.
Yes, but we don't get silly because that's not cool. We sip, but we don't sip too much. Right? Right.
Unless you're your sister.
Unless you're Denise, and then she's getting a talking to before she's on here again. Okay, so this, no, this.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yes, well, kind of. If not, I definitely know how to use the seam ripper.
But we don't have it down here. So
Oh, I can use a little baby pair of scissors.
I felt you wouldn't need it.
Ah, you don't know me. I know well enough. Have you ever watched this show?
Yes. Well, I was hoping.
I'm the pillar of professionalism here. The pillar.
Okay.
Look how cute that is. I love the scrappy green and red. I think it just gives it a whole nother like.
Should I go find out what that pattern? What that?
No, it's okay.
There's also some white in it with red and green.
Yeah, it's
More
very
white
cute.
background.
Okay. This is our last row.
I know you have the tree trunk.
Oh, the tree trunk. Okay.
But
So
if
here's
it's
our
the last half
last
square
tree
triangle.
row. Thanks, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have her little trunk. Isn't this cute? These little mug rugs are kind of fun for like using up scraps and stuff you have, I think. Because I'm not a big like keep scrap things, but knowing that I do these every once in a while makes me want to hang on to stuff. So what's interesting is you guys know that my dog, Rogue, likes to regularly photobomb my little live events here. And Nancy has a kitty, a little gray kitty, and I really thought for sure she'd be, oh, she's asleep under the Christmas tree. It's very cute. I thought for sure she'd be over here trying to get in on the camera action, but
She came by a minute ago.
Oh, she did? Okay. She's very cute. She's a quiet purrer. You know how some cats sound like a freight train? This one, you can bear it. She just has this little voice. Look how cute our little tree pieces are. Okay. So now, iron that. And then I'll show you guys where I'm at. I'm going to start putting rows together. Jennifer says, you are so lucky to have a sewing family. Can you go hi for me? I am totally in agreement with you, Jennifer. Neither of my girls are interested. I try to entice grands, but no luck. Oh well, sewing time is my passion and peace. I like your play on words. No, I totally agree. Sewing is just in my family because I think it started with my grandmother. Mm-hmm. At least with my sisters, because my sisters all sew. Ironically, though, my mom doesn't sew. Like she didn't.
She doesn't like it, I don't think.
Well, I think she tried it, but then it.
My mother didn't either, but my grandmother taught me how to sew.
Yeah, so maybe it's like one of those skips a generation things.
Not in Reagan's case.
No, Ray sews. Ray prefers the end result of the sewing better than actually doing the work.
That's true.
But she totally knows how to sew.
She's trying to talk me into keeping her quilt she's making.
Oh.
And finishing it.
So Ray brought a project to work on with Grandma, and they've been too busy running around eating carne asada to get anything done while we've been here, sewing room wise. So I guess she's conned you into finishing it for her.
I think she has.
I think she is.
How soon do you need it?
She said yesterday. Okay.
So my Tula gets put to the back burner. I was afraid of that.
Mom is also a Tula Pink fanatic. We are both doing we're doing
Yes, we are.
Nebula
Nebula.
next year.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to be finishing that for her. Me.
I'm not talented that way.
Okay, so you guys can see. Can you go low camera for me? You guys can see. I'm just basically taking my little rose and I'm starting to construct my little trees. Oh, Melanie says the drinking game has started. I am well behind. I technically was on at the wrong time, Mel, so it's not totally your fault, my friend. Oh, I don't know how that one's so long. Can you trim that one? This
too
one's a little long.
Okay.
I think the more seams as you work your way down the tree.
Oh, be nice if I had this up right.
Hey. Yeah, if you could just slice off.
A quarter of an inch too long?
Not on both sides, just.
I know that.
Yeah. What? I just check in. My mom I took a singer sewing class when I was 16 in exchange for using her car to go back and forth for my job. It was a wonderful thing she did for me. I like that idea.
Oh.
Ray. She actually helps me with these little machines quite a bit. Like if I've got...
See if that works.
Thanks, Mom. If I've got a lot of machines to do in like the service, what I like to do is put machines on... We sit on either side of the table and I do something and then she mimics what I do. So technically we're like doing two machines at the same time. It works really well. Yeah. And she could totally do a whole quilt. Not so much the finishing part, but at least the construction part all by herself.
Okay, Missy.
Yeah. What you
This
doing?
is a quarter of an inch too much, but I can't cut it off
Yeah,
here.
just shave off the corners. It's fine. Just shave off the corners.
I think you should make deeper seams.
Okay, Miss Scant, quarter of an inch. Just shave off the corners. It's okay. We're just
Kills me.
We're having fun.
You can't take this back with you. It'll make your suitcase too heavy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is where we're at. If your strips are just a tiny bit too big because of all the seams, feel free to, give it a little trim. We're having fun here. This is a mug rug. We're not going to, get caught up in the semantics of it being perfect.
Yeah.
Let's face
Just remember that when you put that piece on.
Okay. A lot of people that we sew for don't even know how to thread a needle. So, because this is one of those things that is a generational thing and not as many people do it as before. So if they can't sew a button on and you're giving them a homemade project, who cares if it's slightly not square or, don't sweat it. They'll just be thrilled to get something from you and have it be homemade in the first place. So.
Are you going to want to quilt some of that?
Okay. Cool. So there's this. I didn't bring a backing anyway.
I did.
Okay.
That's those pieces.
Oh, it's still attached to the machine, Darlene. Okay. Mel says she made a dress today. I'm making mistakes with itty bitty tiny trees. Time to rest it and enjoy. Yes.
Yes.
Just take it easy, sweetheart. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
15 minutes to 5.
Okay. All right. I got one last little piece here, and then Mom's going to press it out, and we're going to celebrate my imperfect Christmas tree. All right.
At least you didn't sew it upside down.
Yeah, at least I didn't sew it upside down.
We could
yes.
make it an upside down tree.
It would have been a double trifecta if I would have ran out of bobbin thread and had to use a seam ripper.
You would have. Oh my God.
It's not like you've not done that before.
Yeah, hey, sassy pants. Okay. Okay. Press.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just going to.
Oh, hi, camera. Okay. Ray's going to hold this up so you guys can see it better on the bigger camera. Oop, it's hot.
Yes, it is.
Look how cute. Ray, say hi to everybody.
I'm blocking your face.
Say hi,
I'm
everybody.
blocking your face.
That's nice.
She looks like she's a Christmas kid.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
You didn't want to show them your pretty sweatshirt?
Send me those imperfect trees, Mel says. All right, everybody. Mug rug done. On
Kind of.
my instructions,
Kind of.
you should have a backing piece that's just slightly bigger than your mug rug, and a small piece of batting. I just used scrap in Mom's
Leftover from the quilt as you
leftover from
go.
the quilt as you go, and so just sandwich it on, and then you also will need. Oh, Mal says hi, Ray. Jody Carter says so cute. Okay, and then you'll need one more strip of binding. This is a really long piece. You don't need this much. And I'm having you guys do your binding smaller. Normally, I would have you cut your binding to 2.5 for any other regular type of quilting. But because these are all really tiny and cute, I had you cut it to 2 inches so that your binding is nice and small, to keep it nice and compact and small. And so here is the finished one from earlier. Ray, can you go low so I can show the quilting? Okay, so you can see what I did. I used the walking foot. Actually, it's easier to see it from here. And all I did was I did an echo on basically a V, and I just echo quilted it for my quilting, and then I did my traditional machine binding that we talked about last week. So this is the finished product. If you wanted to turn this into an ornament, I said that right?
Yes.
You would want to take another piece of your fabric and make a loop so it can hang with a hook on the tree and tuck it into this binding, so that then you could have picked it up and had an ornament if you didn't want to use it as a mug rug. So there you are. We have come, we have conquered.
Of course we have.
So if you're coming on late, my name is Darlene, and I'm with Featherweight Doctor, and this is my last live event, at least for a few months, from Arizona, coming to you from Arizona. I will be back in the Seattle area tomorrow. Tomorrow, and then the days are all running together. And then Friday, I'm going to do my sip and sew from my regular studio, but we're going to be working on
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Kagan's like, I'm like, yes. So Friday night, I'm going to do my sip and sew from my home studio, and I'm going to be working on Cole's, my son's Christmas present. I can talk all about it till the cows come home over here because he never watches any of my live events. It's a really cute pattern, but it has many pieces. What was I thinking? And many blocks. I saw a walking foot. The walking foot. Wait. It said Mel says I saw a walking foot for $17.50 this week. I offered $20. Haha. You must be talking about the penguin foot. That seems really high. A penguin walking foot for $17.50.
$1,750.
I think she said $1,700. Usually they're between. I've seen them between 1,000 and the prices, COVID prices, everything has gone up. I've seen them for more now, but not more than 500. So that person is unrealistic. We're going to say unrealistic.
Good answer.
Mom, thanks for joining me.
Yeah. Like I had a choice.
I didn't give her a choice. I'm prodding her. But you notice how I was prodding her and she looks happy to be here, as opposed to this one, that when I prod to be on the show, she looks like I'm prodding her.
Yes.
No, it's because you are.
So thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time, so an hour my normal time on Friday when I'm back in Seattle. I know I'm on a little early, so some people are like, wait, what? And then there's no viewer question answering Ask the Doctor on Monday, because that's the week of Christmas. But I am going to do a Wednesday edition of a Sip and Sew ugly Christmas sweater style. You guys, it would be so much fun if you all took pictures of yourselves in your ugly Christmas sweaters, and I could show what other people's ugly Christmas sweaters look like. So if you think about it, take a selfie with your ugly Christmas sweater and send it to us at info at featherweightdoctor.com, and you'll be part of the show. So that will be kind of fun. All right, so I will see you guys on Friday. I hope everybody has a great night, and thank you so much for joining Mom and I
Thank you.
on the show. We'll talk